Welcome back to Learn BC. We're here in Warehouse Operations 101. It's a series about how to do warehouse operations on InsightWorks Advanced WMS, InsightWorks Shop Floor, or the extended how it happens in Business Central. And before we get into this, please like, please share, subscribe to the channel, help us grow this channel. We appreciate your help. Let's get started. So before we get into it, on each video I run through this. The context and rules is what we're going to explain. What triggers this process? What are the preconditions? What are the key principles? And when you step through the procedure, what are the steps? Then we demonstrate it in Business Central and on the devices. And then what are the outcomes? What do we expect? Exceptions, and what are the post conditions? So what is it to have green hills and sunflowers in your warehouse? Like what are we looking for? So today we're talking about stock take. This is the count sheet. This is using InsightWorks Advanced Inventory Count feature. And the scope of this is not to teach you, the warehouse operator, all of the functions of advanced count. Any warehouse manager should go do the InsightWorks training on this. There's a lot of features within this particular module with InsightWorks. However, you still need to know how to use this when I'm on the floor and I'm doing stock take. So what's the trigger? The scheduled monthly annual stock take or an ad hoc spot check request. That's your trigger. So somebody's going to say, go stock take this aisle. I like the idea of doing an aisle every other week because it means you're constantly rotating over your warehouse, your stock accuracy. And if you continue to doing it, then as stock take actually is nowhere near as painful. You don't want to leave it to the last minute and then everybody's bleeding out their eyes. It's better to get into a habit that you check and know what stock you've got at all times. The preconditions: the count sheet is created in Business Central. Bins are accessible and safe to count. And the key principle here is accuracy first. Count exactly what is physically in the bin and enter it. The blind count, you don't rely on what the system says. So we don't tell you. The system doesn't give you, say, this 36 there count, though. It does a blind count. It's expecting you to tell us what's there. And if there's a difference, the system will know. Okay. And it will tell the warehouse manager, the inventory manager, and the finance manager what the variations are. Okay, so what are the steps? Well, number one, we open count on the WMS. All right, you just click count, and from there, it's so simple. Other than clicking into the count sheet, which this point doesn't say, but you go bin item quantity, bin item quantity, bin item quantity. Now, if you've got serialization, batches, or some form of item tracking, it will be bin item and then serial or batch quantity, right, if it's relevant. And that's basically the process as we step through it. The exceptions here: items not on the sheet, the use add item function, and you can include it, not a problem at all. Damaged goods count, it is normal, but flag it for write-off later. And large variances, double check the count. If correct, proceed. Managers will review. They in the stock management solution, it says what we expected and what we counted. And what I want to raise here with exceptions is a lot of the time when there's been a major variation, I mean tens of thousands of dollars, your stock is saying you've got 2,000 units. Somebody's counted 2,000 but changed the quantity to cartons or pallets. And all of a sudden you've gone from 2,000 to 50,000 units. So make sure you're counting the correct barcode, the correct unit of measure, and you watch what you're scanning needs to be relevant to the count that you're doing. All right. Post conditions: the count gets registered in BC and the InsightWorks count sheets. Variances are calculated. It's ready for the manager to review. And this is not an operational BC module. It runs alongside, which means whatever you count, if it's not applied, if they don't go close it and post it, you're not if you go pick for those bins tomorrow, it's going to correct it tomorrow to what you counted today. So you do your stock take on that shelf and you turn around the closure of it quickly with the warehouse manager. You don't leave it outstanding for 3 weeks, otherwise you'll royally mess up your stock numbers. Okay, so make sure that you are doing this swiftly. If you're doing a stock take, you do it in a day. You shut down operations and do a full stock take. Or if you're doing an aisle count, you don't touch the aisle until you've posted the count. Let's take a look at what it looks like. So in Business Central, I've gone into the feature which is called InsightWorks Inventory Count Card. And in here, I can see my count for my location. And on the device, if I go to count, it actually is blank. And the reason why it's blank is the count has to be active. You can only have one active per location. And so if I go back now, if I go back into count, you can now see aisle A, B, C. Now, if you're watching this as a manager, you can isolate and block certain bins. So you know in aisle A, it only has A level bins, and in B, it's B, and C, it's C. You can also restrict users, you can restrict items, you can block certain things. It's quite useful. All right, so it stops somebody making errors down the particular path. Think of the sheet as if I've got a warehouse and I put a clipboard together. I give that sheet to this team member and say, go count that shelf, right? But it's blank in numbers and it says item number, what's there. Now here you don't see what's on the shelf. I'm going to go to aisle A. I pick up my device and it says scan bin. So I go scan bin, scan item, and it's going to prompt for quantity, and I'm going to say 1,000. I go scan bin, scan item, quantity 500, scan bin, scan item, quantity 50. And that's how quick it is for you to go through the stock take. Sometimes in our warehouses, in a count, the warehouse manager will have counters that will go ahead of the warehouse operator with the WMS, and they'll send two ahead to count, and both of them have to count separately, and if there's a discrepancy, they recount. That's one way they do it, and they use a post-it, put it on the product, and they go bin item quantity, and whoever's doing the WMS is just bang, 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 and moving through the warehouse quite quickly. So you want to think, how do you get your count done with minimal effort? Other ways to do it as part of InsightWorks is that it allows you to do a count, and then you can actually go and create a recount within InsightWorks, and you then go do the recount and the system does the comparison. So there's two ways to do it, but your warehouse manager will tell you which one's applicable for you because they will have done the advanced training with InsightWorks.